Hey, what do you do when the thing that scares you the most doesn't have a name, a shape, or a finish line? Hi, I'm Cloud. Glad you're here. I was diagnosed with lung cancer. Still feels strange to say that out loud. This channel is my way of making sense of all this. A place to chronicle the ups and downs and challenges of lung cancer. I hope something here resonates with you. Here we are surviving. No, thriving with cancer. Finally, I truly pray that someday soon I can run again. Another day, another grind, rehab and recovery. Come on, let's do this. I hope you're ready to get your training session underway tonight. So come on, let's get to it. Thanks for coming along this evening in this journey of recovery and healing. And tonight I want to share with you some thoughts I have about worrying, about not knowing, about uncertainty. Cancer did not just take away part of my lung, it took away certainty. And certainty, I learned, is what we quietly depend on to keep worry contained. It's been 5 months since after my surgery, and I've learned a thing or two along this journey of cancer rehab and recovery. I've learned that defined worries and concerns are manageable. A diagnosis here, a treatment plan there, a measurable side effect. You can research them, train for them even, rehab. I know how to do that. That's what I do out in the real world. But sometimes ill-defined worry is difficult. It's the unknown. It whispers instead of shouts. It has no metrics. There's no protocol. There's no clear enemy. It's like an earworm. It asks silly questions. And at the back of your mind, it says, what if something is happening and I don't feel it yet? What if I'm doing everything right and it still comes back? What if the future I'm training for never arrives? And for me, these are the kinds of thoughts and worries that don't show up in scans. It's not something you can diagnose and see. They show up at 2 o'clock early in the morning. They don't hurt physically, but they drain. They drain you quietly. Earlier on in my recovery, I fought those worries the way I fought everything else, by overpowering them, by outthinking them, by out-researching them, by staying busy, by being strong. Oftentimes it worked, not all the time. And I've learned that ill-defined worry, if it doesn't work, it's because it doesn't respond to force, brute force. It actually feeds on it. What I eventually realized through my training, through rehab and recovery, and through sitting in discomfort I could not fix, was the problem wasn't the worry itself. Truthfully, the real problem was staring right back at me in the mirror. Me and my demand for certainty, for absolute certainty. And now I think I'm better at understanding this and overcoming this, not by eliminating worry, but truthfully by asking a different kind of question. Now it's not how do I eliminate worry, it's how do I live well in its presence? How do I carry this burden gracefully and with aplomb? And I think this shift in thinking has been important for me. As a runner, I know this lesson all too well. On long runs, you don't conquer the mile you're in by imagining the finish line. You conquer it by staying present, breath by breath, step by step, accepting fatigue without negotiating with it. I've learned to define what is within my control. I can control a few things. I could show up for my body with consistency, not with punishment. I could respect fatigue without surrendering to it. I pace myself. I could train strength, not just in muscle, but in restraint and in thought. I could be honest with my family without transferring my fear to them. Slowly shifting my thoughts has also slowly shifted these worries aside. These ill-defined worries, they have lost power over me and authority over me, not because they're gone or disappeared, but because I have stopped organizing my life around them. And this shift didn't happen as a dramatic event or a dramatic moment. This change, it comes quiet, by repetition, sometimes almost boring. I've also discovered that worry thrives in the abstract, and it weakens in structure. So, I put my thoughts and my energy to giving my days structure, to move with intention, hence the exercise. Nutrition with respect, not obsession. Being smart about my meal choices. I rest without guilt. When I feel tired, I tell myself it's time to pace myself. It's time to take a break. And so I do. I learn to prioritize things that need immediate attention and save those activities for tomorrow. In a way, living fully does not require certainties and absolute guarantees. It actually requires presence, the here and now, moment by moment. In this journey, I realized that toughness is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to function with clarity while fear exists, while worry is in the background. Fortitude is not about optimism. It is about discipline under uncertainty. I believe I'm tougher now because I no longer confuse control with strength. I'll say that one more time. I no longer confuse control with strength. I no longer wait for perfect reassurance before moving forward. Nowadays, I train anyway, despite of. I love anyway, despite of. I plan anyway, despite of. Anxious thoughts and ill-defined worries still visit me every day, but they no longer run the house. They are acknowledged. They are not obeyed. And if there's one truth this journey has carved into my soul, it is this. One does not overcome ill-defined worries by solving them. No, you overcome them by outgrowing them. Hey, I'm still here. I'm still working out. I'm still rebuilding. I'm still learning. Not fearless, but unyielding. I'll see you again.